Today may be the most difficult video I've ever made, but I know that others may have this problem that I have. Many others may have this problem that I have, that I would like to confess, and that maybe we all have the same problem. Maybe together we could overcome it and deal with it and accept it. The problem is, all right, it's hard to confess, the problem is pantyhose. All right, I will start from the beginning. Years ago, when my oldest child, was about 15, I got ready to go. I was a single mom, and I used to do the plays in town, the theater. I wasn't an actor, I was just a costume designer. Okay, so I got all dressed for this play, and I thought I looked great going to the performance as a costume designer. And I came out, and my son said, "Mom," I was wearing leggings and high heels, and I tried to look like special. He goes, "Mom, do you realize that your front butt is bigger than your back butt?" I was just shocked. What? Stand sideways. You're not wearing that, are you? Because your front butt looks bigger than your back butt. All right, so I went back and looked in the mirror. I will admit, he was right. Wrong outfit, and it was true. Now, have you stood... I know some of you are perfect and in every way, inherited wonderful body figures and no stomach fat. You have that kind of body type, or you work at it really hard, or you had plastic surgery or something. But some of us in the world, a lot of us, have this other problem. And when you stand sideways and look in the mirror, I did notice my front protruding was a better shape than my back protruding. Because my back one was kind of flat and my front one. And it occurred to me, he's right. I have a front butt. So, I admitted this when I went through life, looking at my life and the problems I've acquired because of it, finding clothes that fit. Thus comes this, the pantyhose. Now, when I really had to admit, when I look at my pantyhose, I get them out of the drawer, and you got to find the front from the back. And I'm like, wait, they look the same, right? The front, which one's the front and which one's the back? And I'm thinking I'm stretching out the stomach in the pantyhose, so then I get them on backwards because I think it's the back butt, but I'm putting them on backwards because it's really my front butt that I'm putting on my back butt because I think that's what I look like, but I don't look like that because my front butt is really the biggest. So then I learned I have to look at the feet to see which way they're going before I can put on my pantyhose because they don't come with the tag. So that was what I did all these years, to find out the front from the back. Then it occurred to me, wait, my pants might fit better if I wore them backwards, right? Because the fashion designers, clothes designers, whoever they are that do this, they cut the patterns out for the butt to be a little bigger and higher than the front. I sew, so I know the pattern pieces, that's how they are. Because they assume that everyone's bottom is larger than their front tummy, because their tummy's supposed to be flat. I don't know who said that, but mine's not. I'll have to admit, I'm sure you've all noticed. Anyone in my life has noticed, oh, her stomach is not flat. All right, I can blame it on babies, hereditary. My mom, my grandma, they all had the same. I could blame it on all of that, but the real fact is maybe I eat too much. Maybe I don't care. I don't do sit-ups unless I'm grabbing a food product out from the bed and I have to sit up to get it and eat and drink. Maybe that's the only time I do a sit-up. I think it is the only time. Wait, when you sit on the couch, you don't really do a sit-up to get up, and I'm rarely on the floor to have to get up. So yeah, I don't do sit-ups. Okay. And I looked at my other ones, tights, too. It's like, oh, what's the front and the back? You don't know, right? I have to look at the feet. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the front. Happens every time. All right, so I tried it. I know you're going to think I'm nuts to admit this and to show you, but I am going to do it. Excuse me, I got to stand up because I don't have a tripod yet. I'm going to get a tripod, though, eventually. Okay, now, excuse me. All right, here it is. All right. Okay, you got to wear clothes that disguise. You know, you're not pregnant. Luckily, I'm old enough now that they don't ask me, when's your baby due? Because they know she's too old to have babies. So I don't have to. One lady did ask me that one time. I had a new baby, and she asked me, when's your next one due? And I'm like, what? My next one, I just had one. And then I had to say, well, we don't know. I didn't want to tell her and hurt her feelings. No, I'm not pregnant, idiot. I'm fat. But anyway, I just said, sorry, but we don't really know right now. Because, well, that was true. We didn't know when we would have the next one. But don't ever ask somebody when their baby's due unless you know for sure that they're pregnant. But at least I don't get that anymore because, you know, they know I'm old. All right, so not pregnant, just sometimes you want to buy pregnant clothes to kind of hide it. All right, so anyway, the rear butt and the front butt. As you see, the front butt is bigger than the rear butt. So I decided to try my pants on backwards. And it is true, they fit better backwards because the designers aren't doing it right. And I quite like these pockets, the rear pockets in the front. That's handy, kind of like your apron pockets. So wear your pants backwards, but be sure you have a long top to cover it so people won't know that you're wearing your pants backwards. They're much more comfortable and they fit better and you don't have, you know, all the problems when you... I know you're gonna think I'm nuts. This is not for men. This is just between us ladies, all right? Don't tuck your shirt in. Oh, you know that new look? That new look where they tuck the front of the blouse in and they think that's such a great look? Well, those women never had a front butt. You do not want to hide your belly into your shirt, picking it up and tucking it in. And those shirts that are shorter in the front and longer in the back, oh, that wasn't designed by anyone who had a front butt. Or what about the design where they come like this and then they open up? And the short shirts? Oh, none of those designs were made for a woman who has a front butt. I try to hide mine. I see some women going down there to Walmart and stuff, and they have short shirts, pajamas, wearing these clothes that are... Did you look in the mirror? Did your husband tell you what you really look like coming here to Walmart? You know, get back home and redo your outfit. I don't think they're looking in the mirror. But anyway, if you have the problem I do, don't tell anybody I have the problem because... And don't let your husbands watch this because then they'll get the secret. But anyway... Wear your pants backwards. Try it. Just for a day. Just try it. And the fit might be better. I haven't tried, you know, leggings. That might be better pants to wear backwards. But I do like these pockets in the front. Anyway, that is my tip for the day from someone who is really embarrassed to share it, but it needs to be said for everyone to know. Well, not the men, just the women.